Hey guys, I'm super excited to show you today how I curl my hair. I've gotten so many requests for it, and so let's get started. I do like a loose wave. I wouldn't say I do a beachy wave because I don't care for like the scraggly ends on my hair. I have clean hair. I washed and dried my hair today. I'm gonna start by adding some of this Oribe dry texturizing spray to my hair, specifically to my extensions, because I have extensions and they're a lot more slippery than my hair. Honestly, they don't hold a curl as well. So if I add some texture, especially since they're first day clean, that will help. I start by just spraying texture to the top and underside. And I already sprayed some, so I'm not gonna spray that much. This stuff is super expensive, but it is worth every penny in my opinion. A bottle lasts quite a while. Like you can see, I didn't use that much. And I typically use it primarily on first and second day hair. So just to add texture, and it really, really helps. For curling wise, I use this T3 curling iron, and you can tell it's well loved and well used. It comes in both of these sizes and it detaches. The base can be used with any size barrel or wand, which is really cool. These both have a clip, and I do use the clip. So this is a 1.25 and this is a 1.5. I have super long hair with my extensions, and so I use a 1.5 because a 1.25 is way too tight of a curl. I don't section my hair off or anything. I just start with the top and work my way down to the underside. I'm gonna grab a piece from like the top back. The only way I do section my hair is I pull all of it to either side. So it's all in the front to begin with. So then I just work from one side and I start curling towards the top, and I always curl away from my face, and I go all the way to the end, and then I pull down. Then I'll pull on the curl a little bit. I pull on the curl a little bit, especially with my hair. You can see that's what the wave looks like, because it gives it length versus staying like tight and curly. I like my curls to be long. And then I'm just gonna continue to go around the top of my head, again clamping toward the root, loosening the clamp, and then working my way down. And then pulling down, and then continuing to pull down with my fingers. And that just pulls the curl out a little bit. Then to do my bangs, I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. Start toward the top. I just don't start as high, and I don't hold it as long. I want my bang to be a little looser. And so that's what it looks like, but it's essentially the exact same curl. Clamp, except rather than starting up here, I start toward the middle of my hair. And then I just work my way toward the underside. Start toward the root, curl away from my face, loosen the clamp, and then curl, loosen the clamp, and curl. Now, I hold the curling iron on my extension a lot longer than I would my normal hair. So just so you know, hold it less time on your hair. And I do not pull these as much because the weight of the extension is already so heavy. So I just keep reaching for pieces underneath as I go. And I kind of just go from top to underside. So now I finished curling this side of my hair. It's completely done, and it's a little curly, but toward the end, I'm going to like work oil through it. So you'll see how it'll become a little bit looser. And then when I'm gonna do the other side, I have it all still parted completely in the back, half of my hair on each side. So I'm gonna do the other side the exact same way, but I'm gonna continue to curl away from my face. Like on this piece of hair, clamp it and turn it away from my face. Same thing, starting toward the root, and then working my way toward the end while loosening the clamp as I go. And then pulling down, and then pulling it out a little bit with my fingers. The pieces I take are about this big, but they vary in size. So it's about an inch piece, but it varies in size. Like I'll do smaller pieces toward the top of my head so I get a tighter curl because those will fall out and loosen up, and it'll give me like a PC look. Okay, so once I think I'm done, I do two things. One, check all over for any straight pieces. that I may have missed. Oh, here's one. And two, if I need to add any curls to the top of my hair, I will just go back in, because see how it's like kind of flat? I don't really like that because it's gonna fall anyways. So I'll go back in, grab the piece where I want to add curl toward the root, and just re-curl it one more time and focus on the root. And then pull down. And that way it adds a little body right here, and you can even like hold it up to give yourself some more body. Next step, I do two things. This is new to me and I really like it. This Living Proof Bodybuilder Spray is customizable, so if you want more body, you can turn the nozzle, and less body, turn it the other direction, and it tells you right on it. And so what I will do is I will lift up and spray it at my root, like small sprays, and I have it on the more body setting. So, and then I just kind of work it in with my fingers so that I get more body at the crown of my hair. Same thing with this side, especially with this side, because I have one side that's like more sparse and flat than the other because of my part and my cowlick and things like that. So I just pull it over and spray it at the root. And then flip it back. Okay, so that adds a good amount of body, and if you just, it gives it texture right in there so you can throughout the day like fluff it up. And then my last step is I add Moroccan oil to the ends. So from about here down, I use a little bit because a little bit goes a long way, and I always do this because I feel like it smooths out my curls and gets rid of any frizz. I put a little bit on my fingers, about a pea-size amount, and then spread it throughout my hand, rub it through my curls gently, not pulling them out, but just kind of rubbing it through. I put a little bit like gently at my crown just to tame any like flyaways that I may have had from the heat. And that's it. That's how I curl my hair. And then day 2, I redo the same thing, only it's a lot quicker because my curls will have lasted from the night before. I do sleep on a silk pillowcase, which really helps. So I will link that for you in the post as well. But yeah, I get all these products at Nordstrom. This is hands down the most expensive product, but I have been using it for years. You can tell it is well loved. And I actually cleaned it for this video for you, and it still looks like that. But it's well loved and it works perfectly. It has 5 different heat settings. I use it on the 4th. If I didn't have extensions, I'd use it on the 3rd. And then if you want different types of curls, you don't have to buy a separate curling iron. You can just swap out the barrel. And if you buy the trio, it comes with 3 barrels, which is really cool. So that's how I curl my hair. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and let me know, and I will be sure to get back to you. But thanks so much for watching.